Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe and like. And please visit us at barrykibrick.com, where you'll see all the ways that you can become a patron of our mission and help us continue to build a community of seekers who quest for knowledge, information, and most importantly, wisdom. Robert, thank you for sticking around in our new segment afterwards. As I teased the segment in the episode itself, we're going to be dealing with persistence. And you yourself recently suffered a stroke, and it is through your own use of your own book, The Laws of Human Nature, were you able to see that in a perspective and move forward? So I want you to share that with our viewers.
It was almost kind of a weird sort of reversal. So what happened was I had a stroke a little over 3 months ago. I nearly died. I nearly got in a fatal car crash. I nearly had permanent brain damage, but I didn't. I'm going to have a complete recovery, I hope, I think. But boy, is that a wake-up call. And the last chapter in my book is about death and confronting our mortality. So everything in the book that is kind of abstract and intellectual suddenly like rammed me in the face personally. And I'll just point out one thing. So part of the book is to accept other people as they are and not be so judgmental, and how freeing that will be in your life, okay? Me, I'm somebody who's very self-reliant. I'm very into sports, into not being weak or dependent, doing everything myself. And suddenly I was thrust into this position of total dependence. I'm like a baby, I'm weak, I can't wash myself, I can't feed myself, I can't run, I can't swim, I can't do anything. I'm helpless. And so it made me, for moments, it made me feel incredible empathy for people out there who are in positions of weakness and dependency, which is a lot of people out there. It created in me an empathy that was only kind of abstract and intellectual, and it made it visceral towards a lot of people in life who don't feel like they're in control of themselves. And what a terrible feeling that is, and how I can understand that feeling and how it can really warp a person and make them, go into behavior that is somewhat self-destructive. And so it gave me the kind of empathy that I blab about in the book. It made it very real to me so that I could feel more connected to people who I feel are in positions that are somewhat similar. Maybe not a stroke, but maybe they're in poverty, or maybe there's something else against them.
And isn't it kind of funny, but we literally are going full circle, because when we started episode 1, this is already episode 2, what we began with was that empathy.
Right.
That still is the primary key that we humans can really have, and that's how you start your book, basically, is in developing the wisdom of that particular law of human nature.
And maybe it was fate, as we talked about earlier. Maybe I was meant to have this stroke, to have it be a wake-up call, and to have it change my attitude and to make me more comfortable with my own dependence and weakness in life. We all have weaknesses. There are things we can't control about the world. We are all going to die one day. We have no control over that. How do we deal with it? We have to accept it to some degree. And so, as I said once before, the abstract intellectual parts of the book suddenly became very real and very personal to me. And maybe that'll be part of the subject of my 7th book.
Robert, when you write that 7th book, you're going to come right back and beat your record for the 3rd time. Okay, buddy?
That's a record I want to break.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks a lot, Barry.